Hello everyone, this is DragonLoon and welcome back to another episode on SimAirport, the airport tycoon game. Last episode we had gotten we had gotten a few flights in as well as a second gate. We've gotten our passengers flowing through with enough security. And we got just a basic air traffic control tower. Today, what we are going to work on doing is adding in our offices for our management team, our CFO, COO, etc., 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 and our sales rep, as well as working on expanding the airport and adding in our maintenance room and other items. So, one thing that I really love about this game is the planning feature. This allows you to plan out your entire airport without actually spending a single cent. So, why don't we go ahead and get in to do this? But the first thing that I want to do is I actually want to move our air traffic control tower over. We'll put it. I don't want to put it right there. We will. Can we put it right there? Yes, we can. We'll put it right there. Now, the reason I'm moving it there instead of there is because I want to expand this way a little bit for our offices. And then when we go up to our second floor, this will actually be our ticketing area and security area. So let's get this built up, get this one removed, and then I'll bring you right back. All right, so we got that removed. So what we are going to want to do is we're going to want to take our planning, our planned wall section, and we are going to extend this out. We are going to extend out the wall. Let's go 30 out there. And then we're going to go out there, and that will be our office area. Now, we need an area for our CFO. We need six offices, so one, and we'll try and make these about the same size, so that is 5, so 1, 2, 3, like that. So these ones here and this one here will be for our sales reps, and these will be for our executives. So, and then we're going to put a door right there. So that takes care of that planning. We won't necessarily put that into action just yet, but that's what we'll plan. The next thing we definitely need to put into place is our maintenance room. And if we go over here to our zones and we go maintenance, we can look at this and see that it needs to be a 5x5 room. So we'll place this down here and we'll go 5x5 right there. And that will give us where we need to put our foundations. So let's throw in our foundations here like so. And while we're at it, we will put in a employee only door right there. And then we need to let our construction people build that up. All right, so now that we have our maintenance, we need to put in a couple of objects such as our tool lockers. Just like that. And now we have some maintenance people. All right. Now comes the really fun part, but also the really expensive part. So we need to add in our foundations here. All right. Now, unfortunately, we won't get our perfect day bonus today for this flight, for this day, excuse me, because while this was under construction and this wall here wasn't in place, this was considered an unsecured area, and thus the planes weren't able to land. So we got some things backed up, which is unfortunate, but things happen. So now that we have all of that, we need to place in our walls. So give me just a moment. All right, and there's our office area. So now we can clear this planning. And now we need to set down everything that we need. So for offices, they need an office desk, an office chair, and that's it. But we want to put some carpeting in. Let's use that carpeting. And for the hallway, we'll use this carpeting. And then we need to go to our zones and grab the office and zone these. And now we can hire our staff. There we go. And we need to do one more piece of research. There it is, VP of Finance. And we don't have enough to research them. All right. That is the other bad thing about construction, is it takes a lot of money. So let me build up some more cash, because the next thing we're going to do is work on our upstairs ticketing area, which we can actually plan that right now while we're waiting on cash. So it is going to... And I just realized something. You can only get 5 ticketing counters per belt without using a junction. Well, you know what? We'll just clear all of this. And we'll put security under. right, folks. So, what I have here is the passengers will come down steps right here, roughly. No, it probably will be right there. And they'll enter the ticketing area. Now, right here, they're going to have the self-ticket kiosks, and right here will be the ticketing counters. The magenta, or purplish looking lines, are conveyor belts. These are what's known as conveyor hubs, which are required to transfer baggage onto different lines. I haven't quite figured out where I'm going to put the where I'm going to put the baggage claim hubs, because I want to put them up here in the old ticketing area. But in order to do that, that's going to eat into this area. It's definitely a head scratcher. We might extend this out and put it down here. Anyway, that is what I have so far. Oh, and we can get rid of this here, because we don't need that anymore. So you know what? I'm actually gonna think about that, how I'm gonna do the baggage stuff here real fast. And once again, I will bring you right back. Alright, so I think I have it worked out. Let me just change one quick thing to be able to tell the difference a little bit better. Alright, so, as I was saying, passengers will come downstairs. They can either do the self-ticketing kiosks here or the ticketing counters, which, as I was saying, one conveyor belt can actually hold 5 ticketing counters, so there's 12 ticketing counters here, which means we need 2 hubs. Now, a baggage hub can actually go both ways. You can have a 2-way conveyor belt here. So you can use the same hub for the outgoing baggage as well as the incoming baggage. Now, rather than having the security underneath the rest of the airport over here, I actually have it up over here. So the passengers will come upstairs, be greeted with another hallway where they have to go upstairs, and they'll come out here. And here we'll have restrooms and snack bars and cafes and things like that, where they can then get around over here to be able to get to the gates. And I actually need to do something real fast here. Just like that. Alright. Now, the one thing that I did not plan yet will be the way that people get downstairs from upstairs. Just like that. And they'll be able to go up and down right there. And then we'll figure out something, maybe a arcade or whatever right there. So, as far as the baggage, I have it set up here. We have a total of 7 baggage carousels. And unfortunately, the baggage hubs have... If we pull it up here, you can see that there are 2 entrances and 2 exits for one-way baggage, which means that one baggage hub can only handle 2 baggage carousels. So that's why I have it snaked like I do. And this hub here is actually going to one of the carousels. So now we need to build all of this. Which is going to be rather interesting. So let me get that taken care of because it's going to take a while and we will come back. And while I do that, I'm also going to start some research like the VP of Finance and escalators. Those are going to be helpful. And maintenance. And advanced ticketing. And that's all we'll do for now. All right, folks. So we have at least enough to get us going already completed. And if you look up here in the top right corner, you can see that we are already halfway through day 45. And I started this construction project on day 11. It took me that long to get enough cash flow. And while I was doing it, surprisingly, I got an achievement for having 30 consecutive days of perfect ops. Which is mighty impressive, but at the same time, not really impressive because I only have 20 flights coming in per day, which is another reason why it took me so long. However, we do have this really long corridor. We have our ticketing down here set up. I didn't put in the baggage handling yet. But what we can do is we can go in here to construction, go dismantle, and kapow, and kapow, and kapow. Now, what we need to do is we need to go to objects and ops, and we need to find the security exits, and we're going to put them across like that. And then we can clear this zone so that we stop getting that goofy message. Then we can clear this zone. And I think what we might actually end up doing is actually we got to do this in 2 stages. We got to add walls here so that we can remove these so that we can then put a wall right there. It's goofy, but it'll work. Trust me. All right. So the last thing that I do want to do, at least right now, is add in some more benches. Oops. And then we need to add in the garbage cans one more time. And we also want to add back in some digital ad boards. Just like that. All right. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Yep, looking pretty good. All right, so just to recap, we have moved our ticketing from the ground floor to underground. We have expanded our ticketing, expanded our security entrance so that we can handle a lot more passengers. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that I had realized that I forgot to put in some bathrooms when doing the initial design. So while I was laying everything out, I went ahead and threw those in for the non-secured area. So we also put in our offices for all of our executives here, as well as starting to get some for our sales reps, which will be helpful in the future. And we've started getting our second floor structures built so that we can expand there and then hopefully expand out even more gates. Next time, what we'll do is we will finish this second floor and then expand out. And what we're going to do is take these taxiways and we are going to, I think it's the taxiways. We're going to get the large, yep, they are the exact same size. So we are going to get 3 large taxiways, or gates, in so that we can start getting some more aircraft, which means we need to extend out the walls like this, and we'll go ahead and extend them out a couple more from there. All right, so that's what we'll work on next time. We will also add in, okay, like I said, 3 medium gates or large gates. We're also going to extend out the runway out to about there and out to there so that we can start getting some larger aircraft. And we might even add in some facilities up here. Don't know, we'll have to see. But if you found this content enjoyable, please make sure to leave me a like, as it really does help me with the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't done so already, please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more of this really awesome content. Until next time, stay frosty out there.